another one.
So, like I said, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with somebody who will find it useful, hit the notification bell so you can know every time we go live, and level up your career in tech. Join the Patreon. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. All right, so this one says, why do recruiters do this? All right. Why do recruiters inquire about your current salary, and why do numerous companies keep the salary range undisclosed for their job openings? It often seems like you're expected to reveal everything, yet they withhold compensation details until the final stages of the interview process. This process is undeniably unjust. Some recruiters may defend the practice of asking for current salary and keeping salary ranges undisclosed, arguing that it allows for flexibility and tailoring offers to candidates' qualifications and market conditions. They might also believe it helps streamline the initial screening process. I strongly believe this is unreasonable and lacks logic. Transparency should be a two-way street right from the beginning, just as you expect it from me. All right, let's start our clock. Well, I guess we're starting off with a good one, right? So, when I'm browsing through LinkedIn and Reddit and wherever people complain about not being able to land a job, right? It seems that you are in the position of needing the recruiter and that company to actually interview you. And so it seems like you're the one who is in need. So one thing that really irks me is when I see people on these social job boards complaining about, why do companies act like this? Why do recruiters act like this? Why do they not call you back? Okay, the calling back part, like if you go through an interview process and they said that they would let you know, it would be nice if they did let you know. But I am under no expectation or requirement because I'm one person interviewing for this position at this company. They might have a list of people who are there trying to recruit, or they're trying to interview and vet out to see, and God knows how many resumes that they're getting, right? So the point is, right, you're in a position where you're in need, and now you're trying to make demands like, oh, transparency, two-way street. Wait, look, the person who holds the ball in their court, they make the decisions on how they are going to move, right? So you're talking about why aren't they going to disclose the salary, because that might be internal company information. And what's stopping you from asking, like as soon as the recruiter reaches out to you and say, okay, what is the salary range for this position? I always do that, and they always tell me. What's stopping you from asking? It doesn't have to be at the last stage. At the last stage, they might decide what is the compensation based on how you interviewed. Because what if they told you like this is the salary range, right, at the beginning, and then you interviewed really well, and then they wanted to offer you more, but since you were already content with that lower salary range, they just offer you that. It's still a business at the end of the day. So, but you can definitely ask. Nothing's stopping you from asking. I've always asked, like, because if the salary range is way below what I'm looking for, then I'm not even going to go through with the interview process. So nothing's stopping you from asking. And if you don't want to share what you're making or what you were making or whatever, then I mean, you can definitely do that, but you just have to play by the rules of the game that you're in. You got to play by the rules of the game that you're playing, And you didn't make the rules. You're not in the position to make the rules. If you don't really need a job, but you want one, then you can handle it however you want. But if you're in need, if you're in need, then you're going to have to play by the person who's setting the rules, by their rules. So if they want to know your compensation, they want to know whatever it is they're asking you for, it's up to you whether you share it or not, right? I'll give you a quick example. Like I always go back to jiu-jitsu, right? It relates to life so much. There's sports jiu-jitsu competitions, right, where there are rules and you have access to the rules, and so you can know what you're getting into. And one of the first things that I did when I decided to start competing was I read the rules. I actually watched a video on YouTube that went through the rules, but same thing. And then in competition, you'll see people like make mistakes based on not knowing the rules. Are there some rules that I'm not crazy about? Sure. But am I in the position to go to the federation and say, hey, these rules they don't make sense. You should change your rules. Or I can just not compete in their competitions if I didn't like their rules, if I couldn't abide by their rules. So your reasoning doesn't really matter. Your reasoning doesn't really matter. Because if they say, all right, this is what we need to know, and you don't want to tell us, next. To the left. Like I don't see how the process is unjust. And even if it was, nobody's forcing you to play in that process. Maybe your need is forcing you to play in that process, but nobody's forcing you. It's business. It's work, right? It's if you let's put it like this. If you get your skills so strong that you can get any company to conform to your needs, like if you're just that great, like there's certain employees who can do that, right? They can demand such things. And then there's the everyday common employee who has to play by the rules that are set. Become great, and maybe you don't have to worry about this. So that's that. That's how I see it. I don't see it as unjust. I don't see it as a problem. I see it as the game that we decided to sign up for. That's the rules you have to play by. All right.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.
Enigmatic Joker.